Psalm 44. We have heard with our heedful and hearkening ears, O God, of the great and glorious deeds that you did in their days, in days long past. Our fathers have informed us in full. The nations, filled with horror and dread, were driven by your hand from the land. And like lush and long-limbed trees, you planted our fathers. The peoples you afflicted and crushed, and our fathers you caused to flourish like fruitful vines, fresh and verdant. For the strength of their arm was not able to save them, nor by handling their blade in the heat of battle did they accomplish their quest to acquire the land. But you sealed their success by the strength of your arm, the skill of your right hand, and the splendorous radiance that from your kingly countenance constantly emanates. For unequaled favor they found in your eyes. You, O God, are my King. When a crowd of aggressive and fierce foreigners fights against us, command victories for the valiant men who faithfully defend the families of Jacob. We repel our approaching opponents through you. Through your mighty name, renowned beyond measure, our troops in triumph trample our enemies. For when facing my foes, I refuse to trust in my bow, and my sword will not save me in battle. But when hordes of hardened and hostile soldiers advance against us, you give us victory. And those heartless folk who fervently hate us, you cover in shame. With confident shouts and boisterous outcries, we boast every hour, all day long, in God, and delighting in your goodness day and night, your name we will never stop praising. But your hand, which once helped us, has now hurled us aside, and you have shrouded us in shame to our shock and dismay. When our foes draw near, you do not go forth with our armies, though they ask you for aid and protection. When they come against us to engage us in combat, you compel us to flee from those pitiless folk who desire our demise, and our many possessions those people have plundered who passionately hate us. You have assigned us to be served up and consumed like sheep, and to our misery and sorrow, you have scattered us among the numerous nations, both near and distant, that span the sprawling surface of the earth. For a pitiful price your people you sold, and though formerly you prized them as far more precious than the purest gold, no profit you gained when you sealed their fateful and unfortunate sale. You have quickly caused us to become a reproach from one evening to the next in the eyes of our neighbors, and thus we are held by those who inhabit the regions around us in derision and scorn. Among the nations, you have made us nothing but a loathsome byword. You have brought us so low that, pleased by our plight, the people shake their heads when they gaze on our forms. My disgrace is before me every moment of the day, from morning till dusk, and from twilight's gloom till the return of the glaring and glowering sun to the sky. And my grim and shadowy visage is veiled in shame because of the voice, cruel and vicious, of him who, hoping to unhinge me, reproaches and reviles my character, and because of the avenger and the foe, who together stand firmly against me. All these unfathomable misfortunes have befallen our people, as though countless curses have been cast upon us. Though from year to year, with unity of purpose and with soundness and strength of spirit, our minds have not failed to recall you, nor false to your covenant have our souls proven. From your path our steps have not strayed. Our sturdy and steadfast hearts have not turned from walking in your time-tested ways. But you have broken us to pieces in the barren places, harsh and haunting, where the homes of jackals can be found. You have covered us as with the folds of a cloak, with the shapeless darkness of the shadow of death. If the matchless name we had not remembered of our God, or to a foreign God had held forth our hands, while praying and pleading for its help, would not God, filled with grief and regret, have perceived such a foolish and futile offense? For he knows the secrets, subtle and unspoken, of the heart. Yet each hour of the day, as we dutifully offer our lives in sincere and loyal service to you, who year after year have given us assistance, we endure being struck down in death for your sake. We, assailed without ceasing, as sheep set aside to be slaughtered, are certainly counted. From your slumber awaken. Why do you sleep while the plans of our opponents prosper, O Lord? Be aroused from your rest, that rescued we might be from our enemies' clutches. Do not cast us off forever like refuse or like rubble. For what reason do you hide your glorious face and forget the profound affliction and oppression that our foes compel us to suffer incessantly in each sector of our land? For our souls, distressed and exceedingly weary and faint, are brought down to the dust. Our frames, as we groan with fatigue, cling tightly to the ground, that we might, from the hand of those men who hate us, be finally set free. In your faithfulness, arise this instant and hasten to help us. By your infinite strength, redeem us this day for the sake of your measureless love and your limitless mercy.